Hi everyone, I'm so sorry my phone storage space just filled up, and the program I used to do the live stream just completely and utterly stopped. So I've deleted a whole lot on my phone and tried to create more space, so apologies for that. I was looking at the beautiful work of Georgia O'Keeffe, and absolutely incredible color, beautiful paintings. I mean, really, really beautiful. Such beautiful movement as well in her work. Okay, so I'm still coloring the girl's hair, and I'm using various browns. So now I'm going to come in with some dark brown. So what I'm going to be doing over the holidays is testing different ways to do live videos. So you might see me doing live streams, but they'll be called test live streams or something like that. So you're welcome to join me, but I might be popping on and off while I work out another system to do live streams, because I would like to move onto my laptop and have it that the videos are on my laptop and not on my phone. Katrina, you lost contact because my phone got full of storage, and it just said to the program, like, stop filming, we don't have enough storage space. So I had to take my phone off my tripod, delete some of the, well, delete everything I could to free up storage space so I could finish the live stream. So my sincere apologies. All right, now I want a grey, so I'm going to use the 70% warm grey right in the very shadows. Sorry, Leslie, I had no more storage space on my phone, so I use an app called Prism, and it allows me to live stream to YouTube straight away. And yeah, so this lack of storage space, it just bombed out, so I had to delete a whole lot of storage and then put it back on. Oh. And when I started, I looked at my phone and I thought, oh no, I should have enough storage space. I'd already deleted stuff, and I've been doing a whole lot of videos and trying to upload them so that I can delete them. But yeah, I hadn't deleted enough. Oh no, I'm sorry that happened to you twice. Hi Cindy, how are you? It's great to have you. So I went and I Googled Georgia O'Keeffe, and oh my gosh, there's such beautiful pictures. I love the movement she has in her paintings. So I was going on about that. I was geeking out. Oh, I'm glad you're well, Cindy. I think I'm going to use Eggshell for the highlights on the hair. I think that will look nice. Ah, good. I'll come back in with the light umber. I'll try blend this out a bit better. Oh wow, that sounds like a good idea. I'd love to see her paintings. So I'm gonna have to save up for a trip to Texas, go visit my aunts, my gran, and then go to the museum and have a look. It's just the flights are so expensive. Oh. Cindy, are you referring to Georgia O'Keeffe's work? Oh, whoopsie daisy. Just throw my pencil across the page, why don't I? So I'm just alternating between eggshell and light umber. Oh, thank you, Cindy. I'm glad you like it. No, this picture I'm coloring is in Teresa Goodridge's Country Charm. No, sorry, not Country Charm. Oh my goodness. Enchanted Christmas. But Leslie and Katrina we were talking about American history, and they introduced me to Georgia O'Keeffe. So I hopped onto Google and was just looking at her beautiful paintings. Just so much color and movement. I'm glad that Native American art is celebrated, because I really think that their culture should be, you know, celebrated more. I remember it was the beginning of the year. Was reading with one of my boys about the Trail of Tears, where there was the moving west and settling in the west, and how I'm trying to remember which president was. Oh, I don't remember, but you know, the government, American government at the time, the way they handled the Native American Indians who actually lived in the territories that they were wanting to settle in, and just what the the natives endured. It was, you know, really, really heartbreaking in a way. And also, I mean, I remember reading around the same time, or maybe a little bit earlier, about how I think was it the Aztecs or the Mayans, but one of the South American native tribes at the time, how they got smallpox thanks to the conquistadors and the exploration happening in South America, and so they were weakened. And then when I think it was Cortez, one of the Spanish conquistadors, came past, and they were looking for gold. They found this beautiful, magnificent tribe, and they were able to defeat them because instead of being strong, their numbers were dwindled due to the smallpox. So it was really, really sad. I hadn't realized how much the European diseases that came through actually played a role in the extinction of various cultures and civilizations, so to speak. Oh, that's beautiful. No, I agree, Katrina. The history isn't all a bed of roses. And I think that's why I feel very strongly that history should be something, well, it's something I want my children to learn at least once over, because we need to understand the world and how it is what it is today, and what people have done and what we're capable of, both good and bad. Oh wow, that's beautiful, Katrina. What is puzzle? I've heard of tortillas in Chile, and I think I know what tamales is, but I don't know what puzzle is. Am I pronouncing it right? Okay, so I'm kind of done with their hair and their skin, so I'm going to move on to the birds while I give it some thought as to what I'm going to do with the hair, with the dresses. I don't know what to do with their dresses. So I'm going to create brown and white birds. So I'm going to use some... Oh, okay. That sounds yum. Okay, so I've got some cream. And I'm going to just do all these birds the same, so that they're the same flock of birds. Oh, sorry, I'm out of screen again. Hang on, there we go. And I'm going to use some 70% warm grey. Oh, it's a pleasure, Katrina. It's very, very interesting to learn more of your culture and your ancestry, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. Thank you for sharing. And then I'm going to use some light umber, just sort of blend over that so it's more brown and not I think I still haven't got the hang of these little birds. Not always sure how they're supposed to be colored in. I'll just improvise a little. So I do this pattern for all the birds. So I'm going to use a white pencil and I'm just going to try and blend it in so that they're sort of like sparrows. And can go in and add a bit more cream again. Oh wow. Turquoise stones and silver jewelry. That must be a beautiful combination. So, Katrina, are there a mix of Native Americans in New Mexico where you stay, or is it more specific tribes? Okay, so now I need a black pencil to redo the eyes. So you can just use a black pencil to redefine your eyes, any outlines that you want to keep. Oh wow. Oh wow, that really is a mix. Incredible. Now, pardon my curiosity. Are there reservations still in America, or have the natives become more integrated into the, I suppose, the states and the areas around them? Because I remember from just history, what I learned in history, the natives were placed in the reservations, but you know, considering it's a more modern world and times have changed, I guess I'm kind of hoping that they've been integrated more into society. And okay, so I've done these 4 birds. Now I'll do the exact same thing on the bottom of the page with the rest of the birds. So you just, if you are following along and coloring with me, it's black to go over all the, just to redefine. I'm using cream, white, then some 70% warm grey and light umber, and that's what I've used to do these birds. And I'll just use the same sort of concept on all of the birds on the page. Oh, okay. Oh, that's very interesting. I'm glad, in a way, I'm glad they have their sovereign territories, where it's just, yeah, I can understand why they wouldn't allow people onto their land and that it's only visitors. Because in a way, it's kind of like their land is sacred. It belongs to them. Okay, so now to do their clothes. We have red, green and yellow, so I don't want to go too far away from that. I don't want to do yellow on yellow. And I don't know what she's got here on her lap, if that's part of her dress or if that's something else. Maybe what we do is we can give the one a red dress and the other one maybe a light blue dress, or maybe we do like an aqua. That could work. I have an idea. So I'm going to try light aqua and cobalt turquoise, and then I'll use some white and see if I can create like a very bright blue. Oh yeah, maybe it is a pillow. So I'll leave that bit and then we'll see how it goes. So let's do the mum, or the older sister, however you want to call her. Right, so we're going to do the light aqua. So I'm just trying to see where I would leave a white highlight or how I would blend this. Because I still want to keep the pleats of the dress going here. Okay, so then I would use the Cobalt Turquoise as my shadow color. I'm really trying to make sure that I'm testing different color combos and not sticking to what I know and trying different things. It's so easy to stick to what we know. Oh, it's a pleasure, Katrina. It's been lovely to talk to you. I really enjoy these and learning from different people, and yeah, it's an absolute pleasure. Okay, so now I'm going to blend over the Cobalt Turquoise with the light Aqua just to smoothen it out, and then I'm going to do the same with the white and blend this all out, and it should work quite nicely. Okay, so now I'll take the white pencil and I'm going to try and blend this out. I'm using a similar technique to how I would approach snow, where you're just putting in the color enough to create some depth in 3D, and then I use the white pencil and the white of the paper to create the rest. I might need a little bit more light aqua around here. And then every now and then just cleaning off the white pencil so I'm not putting too much color in where I don't want it. There, I think she has a lovely dress. So that's how I would do her dress. So now I need to do, I think what I'll do is I'll do her dress and her stockings. So they'll wear the same kind of color combo, but it will be a little bit matching so it balances out. And then we'll do the stars in glitter gel pen. I'm actually going to use a similar concept, but I'm going to use pink instead. I think I can either use pink or purple. I don't often do purple. Let me try purple. So it will be like a pinky purple. So we'll use lavender and dahlia purple. So this is the dahlia purple. That is part of her hair. Oh dear. So I'll just quickly do that. I forgot this part of her hair. All right, there we go. So in here it's dark, and then on the tips it becomes light. Hi Leslie, yes, I saw Prismas are discontinuing lilac and lavender. As far as I know, they're definitely replacing one of them with a color called amethyst. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I don't remember what the name was for the other one. But this is actually a bit light. I might need to bring in a cherry, black cherry. So the lilac, not the lilac, the lavender here, it's too close to the dahlia purple, which does help with blending, but we'll need some black cherry to deepen the shadows. Apparently the reason they're discontinuing the lilac and the lavender is because the pigments, or whatever they use to create the pigments, it's quite difficult to come by. So it just seems like it's impractical for them. But it will be interesting to see what how the replacements work. Do you use lilac and lavender quite a bit? So this is the black cherry. Which I think is much better for adding some shadows. Okay, yeah, my use of them is minimal really. I think I'm going to use Deco Peach and blend this out with Deco Peach. And then I'm going to use the whites to blend that all out. Here you could also use a blending pencil if you have one and you use a blending pencil. It would work as well to blend it out. Okay, so that's their dresses done. I think with her shoes, I'm going to use the Cobalt Turquoise. I'll give them matching shoes, you know, shoes that match their dress. And then light aqua. Then some white. %70 of your warm grey, which we can go over with a 20% French grey, just to lighten it up as well. So 70% warm grey, and then 20% French grey. And the Dahlia purple. And lavender. Followed by Deco peach. And white. And then I want a bit of that black cherry. And here she's got some bows. You could even use a gel pen for that as well if you like. So on her bows, I'm going to give them different colored bows. So black cherry, Dahlia purple, yes, it is Enchanted Christmas. It's quite a quaint book, actually. Light aqua, then Cobalt Turquoise. And then white. We can give her pink stockings. So this is the Deco Peach. Followed with Nectar. And then I'll blend it out with the Deco Peach. Suppose you could give her black stockings if you wanted to. And mahogany red. And then blend that out with Deco Peach. I'm just trying to darken the shadows without making it like glaring. So I'm just alternating between mahogany red and Deco Peach. We could give them lavender. Followed by Parma Violet. And then a white to just blend it out. So it's like a light purple. Okay, so that's that done. How do you blend markers? That is a very good question. Blending markers, really, you need the right paper to blend them well. When it comes to this sort of paper, they don't really blend well. To prevent too much streaking, what you want to do is keep the alcohol marker on your paper wet. So going in small sections and in circular motions as much as possible, and trying to cover the area without letting it dry. But if you want to layer up the different colors in your alcohol markers, I would say you would need the right kind of paper. So for instance, Gnomes in the Neighborhood by Denise Clett, that paper did pretty well when it came to blending markers. And what you want to do is lay down your light color, then you put over that your shadow color, which would be darker, and then you would go over again with either a blending marker or a lighter color, and then that will blend it out. So you also don't want to have like a bright yellow going into a light green, for example. You want to try and match the blending of your shades together quite well. So that's how I would approach blending with alcohol markers. You do get specific alcohol marker paper. I think if you go online and you have a look for alcohol marker paper, you get specific brands and types like that. There is a brilliant YouTube channel by a guy called ADC Art Attack. He is a professional artist and he works almost solely with alcohol markers. That's a good one to go check out. He did do, I think Copic have got their own paper to go with their range of Copic markers. So definitely you can check out Copic for specific marker paper. And then there might be a few other brands, so definitely check them out. That might be more helpful. Okay, so I want to do their wings, but I want to keep their wings quite light and airy. So I'm going to pick up some of these yellows and so I'm going to use cream. And it's a pleasure. I hope that it was helpful, Moist Alien. So I'm going to go over this with white. And I'm going to just create a base with my white pencil. Okay, so then I want to bring in some pink in here. And then I want some cream along here. And then I'm going to bring in some of the light aqua. And a bit more Deco yellow. So I really want to highlight, make these parts really stand out. And then I'm going to go over this all with my white pencil and it's going to blend it out. So you could create butterfly wings if you like. But I want to go for a bit more of a mother of pearl kind of look to it. So the same way I'm going to do all the wings this way. And then once I've done their wings, I will say goodbye, as I do want to honor your time. So what I'm going to do is I will finish the leaves, the holly berries and the leaves. I will also finish the birds off camera, and on Friday we will finish this page together, and that will be our second Christmas page done, which is really, really exciting. And I'm hoping to finish the Christmas reindeer page as well before Christmas. That's my goal. I hope you've been enjoying the Christmas reindeer. But by the time the end of the month comes through, we should have done at least 3 coloring pages. It's just been so crazy busy. I haven't really been able to do much more, really. But I'm hoping next week I can do a bit more Christmas coloring. And then what we'll do over these wings is we'll use some Spectrum Raw Sparkle and just try and add a bit more sparkle. You could use stickles. Alright, so now I'm going to take my white pencil and I'm just going to try and blend this all out. And I don't mind if it leaks out too much or bleeds into each other, because I want to create more of that mother of pearl effect. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Appreciate it. So I went off over the lines a bit. Because the background is alcohol marker, it does help a lot to erase when I go out of the lines. So I'm using my Sakura Jelly Roll now, and I'm going to go over all the black lines. And the white paint is just going to help keep that white look on the wings. You could even remove this line here. I'm just moving the book around so my hand doesn't block too much, and you can see where I'm putting all my white gel pen. Right, so that's the white gel pen. So if I use a red gel pen, we can do the berries in their hair. There we go. And then I've got my Spectrum Noir Sparkle pen. And you just want to paint over it. So you could do this many ways. You can use a Spectrum Noir Sparkle pen, you could use Zinc Wink of Stella, you could use Stickles. It's all entirely up to you how much glitter you want. Let's see. There you go. So that's how it would look. So that's it. I think we'll call it a night, and I will do these birds off camera, and I'll work on some of these trees, and then next week, well, not next week, sorry, on Friday I will finish off the ornaments, and I'll show you how to do the pine trees, and that's it. Now if you look carefully here, it was supposed to have snowy heels, but I went over it with alcohol marker and I didn't know how else to get rid of it, so I had to make the whole thing night sky. But we'll finish it off on Friday, so I'll see you then. Thank you everyone for joining me. Thank you for chatting to me. I've learned a lot. I've really enjoyed learning from you, and I will see you on Friday. Until then, take care, and I'll see you in other videos. Bye everyone.